Hi, guys. So you might have noticed that I'm not here today. So I wanted to be able to keep everybody up to date at the same time. And I'm supposed to be talking to you about study skills for science. Well, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about. And one has to do with the survey that you all took at the beginning, talking about how you best learn and how what you need to work on and that kind of thing. As you well know, a lot of science has to do with reading, at least with studying. I mean, we do a lot of hands on stuff, but part of what we have to do is we have to study by reading. Well, when you are reading your notes in class as we're going through and you're looking at the board up here and you're finding the word that needs to go in that next blank, a lot of students just look for the next different colored word and they put it in the next blank. They don't actually read what goes around it. They're just looking, what's that next different colored word? And let me just write that down. And that generally works okay to get your notes completed, but it doesn't work to teach you what you need to know. So that's the first thing. I would encourage you to read your notes as you're filling them in so that that word that you're putting in actually makes sense to go in that blank. If that doesn't work, like if that doesn't get it more into your head than just copying down the next colored word, I would encourage you to read those notes every night. So you're reading them over to yourself, you're looking at them, you're reading them, and it's usually only a page or so that we can get done in a day anyway. But reading them over only takes like 3 minutes. So read those over. The next step to even do better than that would be to read your notes over. And then at the bottom, at that little bottom margin or at the top margin, somewhere on that page, if you would write a sentence or two that summarizes everything that's on that page, the most important stuff, and that you put that in there. That could be for a lab, that could be for notes, it could be any of those things. Ooh, the next step. If that doesn't work, if that's not bringing up your understanding or, helping you do better on your assessments and that kind of thing, then I would encourage you to actually rewrite some of your notes. Now that's going to take a little longer. Not a whole bunch longer, but a little bit longer. So that helps you as you're in class. Listen to what we're going over. When I'm showing you a video clip, like we just have been recently, make sure that you're paying attention to those because that's huge. But especially during the notes, read those over. When you're doing labs, read over the questions so that you can answer those really well. But the next part will be what we do when we actually are studying for an assessment. So I'm going to break this up because I don't want to overwhelm Mr. Lunger's or anybody's computer. So I'm going to break this up. Okay, cool. I'll be back in just a second.